You know, when you watch a short doubles point, it can be easy to think, how much can I learn from it? Well, you'll be surprised how much you can improve from just this short video. Now, first, let's start out by looking at the server. And I want you to notice the move that he makes after hitting. So just check out where he's standing to begin. He is standing halfway between basically the singles line and the center mark. But after he serves, he moves over and he straddles the center service line, or the singles line. He hits, now watch the server. He moves over and he straddles the singles line. Why is that? Well, we have to pay attention to where he hits the serve. The serve is out wide, moving the returner off the court. An angle begets angle. So when the returner goes out wide, it actually makes it easier for a sharp cross-court ball to be hit, especially because he's not blasting the ball 130 miles an hour. He's hitting a kicker, which means that the returner could easily contact out in front and pull that ball sharp cross court. So something to think about if you hit an out wide kicker that you're actually supposed to move over, especially if you're standing a little bit closer to the center mark than you normally would. Like I recommend that players stand more over here when they serve in doubles, but high level players, by standing here, he might be able to curve it down the tee a little bit more, make this player unaware of like really where the ball could go. But just something to think about, kick it out wide, move over just to cover that cross court shot. I think it's pretty cool. So let's look at the returner. First, the good, right? When you split step, and it doesn't matter if you're on the return of serve, if you're at the net, singles, doubles, no matter the situation, the timing of the split step is to be in the air as your opponent hits. So let's look. There's the ball being struck right now, and look at the returner. He's in the air. That's perfect. So you want to jump before your opponent hits, be in the air as they hit, and land after. That's the proper timing of the split step. Makes you really quick in any direction you want to move, synchronizes your brain and your reaction time with when your feet hit the ground. But one thing that he does that I wonder if his coaches know, if he knows, let's zoom in and let's look at his ready position. Notice both hands are on the grip. And that's correct because he's a two-handed backhand. If you're a two-hander, both hands should be on the grip. But watch how his left hand slides up to the throat of the racket. You do not want to do that because then when the ball comes to your backhand, then you have to move your hand down again. And if the ball comes really fast, it could make you late. Now, maybe that doesn't affect him at all, but from a rec player standpoint, make sure you're not doing that. If you have a two-handed backhand, your hand stays on the grip. If it goes to your forehand, then you can let go. If it goes to your backhand, your left hand your top hand is already set and you don't need to move it anymore. Now, the ball comes to his backhand way out wide, and I want you to look at his partner. Now, his partner is doing some good stuff and some not good stuff. Let's look at the good. The serve is out wide, and I want you to notice how he moves over. See, when you play doubles, you want to cover 100% of the court 100% of the time. That's your goal, right? So you want to think of it as your partner covers 50% and you cover 50%. Now that's not always true. Maybe they cover 90 and you're covering 10, or they're covering 70 and you're covering 30. The goal is to cover 100% of the court. Well, when the partner gets pulled out wide on the return, now this guy is basically responsible for the entire court. And what he's going to do is bisect where the ball could be hit. Now, when he moves over, he's actually moving over while looking at his partner. That's the not so good. Let's zoom in here. Watch him follow the ball, the serve, and he follows it to the bounce. Watch, he follows the ball to the bounce. So now he's looking at the bounce, but then watch, he follows it all the way to his partner. He's looking back at the partner. Never, I shouldn't say never. Rarely should you look back at your partner as they're returning. Look, the partner's hitting the ball and the net guy here is staring at him. That's a problem because when you're looking back at your partner, you lose track of what the net player is doing. Is the net player poaching? Are they pinching? Are they covering the alley? Are they not moving anywhere? So when you watch your partner hit the return, you don't understand the quality of the return because you don't get it in the context of where this person has moved. So then you're really kind of lost. You're watching your partner hit the ball, but you don't really know even if their shot was any good because you don't know what this person's doing. Instead, What the returner's partner should have done is watch the ball land, and as soon as the ball lands, he then turns his eyes on the net guy. The net guy here is the Axel Geller. He's the player who this guy has to worry about. So just stare at him. If the ball goes past him, fine, he won't hit the ball. And if it goes past him, then he can move forward and attack. But you really should be staring right at the net guy. And then if they hit the ball, you're so much quicker actually to react to what they do. And then let's look at Axel. Let's look first at one little technique idea. A lot of coaches, you'll hear them say, keep your racket head up on the volley. I like to teach the opposite. I like to teach people, keep your hand down. It accomplishes the same thing, but it makes a lot more sense. See, the reason he has his racket head up, if you will, is because his right hand is below the level of the ball. So it naturally creates this angle in his wrist that allows for a strong wrist position, and then he can make a very solid impact. If your racket doesn't look like this when you're volleying, and your racket is more to the side of your hand, it isn't that your racket head isn't up, it's that your hitting hand is up. Right? It's not that your racket's not up, it's that your hand is up. So if he were to lift his hand up, now the racket is to the side of his hand. But then coaches say, oh no, keep your racket head up. The key to hitting a solid volley is to keep your hand below contact. That naturally creates the scenario where your racket head is higher than your hand and you have a strong wrist position. And then where does Axel Geller aim? He aims right at the net player's feet. There's a really simple strategy in doubles. And it is when you're at the net, and you get a ball above net level, nail it at the legs of the other net player. And they're not going to have enough time to react. Now you might say, now wait a minute, why wouldn't he just do this? Believe it or not, this is a riskier shot than just blasting it at the net guy's feet. They have no time to react, and you easily win the point. Now, if you're tired of lugging around your old and outdated ball machine, then just make your tennis friends jealous and get the Proton ball machine by Hydrogen Sports. And right now you can get free shipping in the USA when you use my link. It's in the description. You'll find it in the first comment. You'll also see it on the screen at the end of this video. The Proton is fully programmable using its intuitive app. In fact, you control it using your smartphone or watch. It holds up to 100 balls and weighs less than 20 pounds. To see how truly amazing this ball machine is, and to get free shipping when you order one, be sure to use my link. And if you're looking for people in your local area to play matches against or practice with, or maybe you want to find a coach who's close to you who can help you with your game, then check out Play Your Court. I'm going to put the link in the description and pinned in the first comment. So click right there to check out the Proton ball machine, and with that link, you're given a coupon code for free shipping. Film yourself playing doubles. In fact, send this video to your doubles partner so you can get on the same page. If you do, there's no doubt you're going to gain confidence, win more matches, and play much better tennis. This is Ryan Reedy from 2minutetennis.net. You got this.